notorious. But I guess niggas that thought of us is strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. I'm Prince Ross with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. So much smoke, need oxygen. Simply counting Benjamins. Nigga, you should too if you knew what this game would do to you. Been this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I come through. So fuck me, bitch, you know who. Fuck a few female songs or two. And I'm blue like niggas blue like my shit. Not to be fucked with. Motherfuckers better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love the buck shit. Fuck your luck shit.
And I want to make a documentary on music festivals over the summer because recently I've realized that it's becoming a bigger thing for high school students to go to, and it's something that I really enjoy and thought that I should probably make a documentary about to show people who maybe haven't gone or have gone in the past what fun that you'll have at it and what it has to bring and things like that. And in the documentary it's going to show clips from the festivals that happened this year, clips from shows, the crowd, the people there, things like that.
I really wanted to experience the festival life because all my friends love festivals and I'm just like, oh, I'm missing out and I need to go. I wanted to go to summer camp, but summer camp was during the school year. I was like, I need to go to one. And then, so I asked my parents the day before Electric Forest and they let me go. And I went with like these 19-year-olds. They got me on a ride. It's pretty cool. And then we drove up there, 4-hour car ride. It was worth it, definitely worth it.
I went to Electric Forest because I went to Rothbury 2008 and 2009, and it is now known as Electric Forest, so I wanted to see what it was all about, and I saw the lineup and I was really intrigued by it, so I had to go out there. When I went out there, it was totally different from Rothbury, and I mean, I loved it and it was a great time. It was amazing, but it wasn't what I was expected.
Going into Electric Forest, I was getting the electric vibe. It was called Electric Forest. I wanted to go to dubstep, all that stuff. But instead, I discovered the String Cheese Incident. Played 3-hour sets every day, and I went to every single minute of every single set they had. It was beautiful.
Once a week, who will lose? 15 minutes for everyone, cook them up till they're done.
STS9, Steve Aoki.
Well, not everybody was friendly. Like other festivals, everybody's friendlier, but this time it's called Electric Forest, so it's all raver kids. Like nobody's hippie. Well, there were a lot of hippies. It was all hippie. It was two different festivals. One during the day, which is all cool people, all nice people, and then at night, we're all like the mean people. They don't mind if they push you. They don't say sorry. It's all mean. It's all every man for themselves. And of course, I love during the day more because everybody loves everybody. And who doesn't love everybody? When that's the best for 3 days, you're just loving.
Well, the festival for me was coming out there and meeting new people. It was definitely going with your friends as well and having a great time. But once you're out there at the shows and everything, there's so many people around you from different places, and you just talk to them, spark up a conversation, and you just enjoy the music with them. I definitely had a great time. The people were definitely friendly. You could just walk up to anyone, spark a conversation up, you know, like you're listening to someone and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's a great song, you know, like I know this song, and then someone will be like, yeah, you know, I've seen them like last year, and like everyone's so friendly there. I've never had like a bad vibe from anyone, like why are you talking to me? So it was not like weird at all. The atmosphere was great.
Forest was crazy. From right when you stepped in to right when you walked out. It was just like colors all around you. Everything, lights shining, beaming, crazy towers with like weird symbols on it, like hammocks, like everybody just chilling in the hammocks. You could explore it. It was I thought it was gonna be bigger, but it's just like it's blocked off so you can't like walk into like the dark depths of the forest. There's like a section where you could walk and it's like all sandy and all awesome. Supplies, you need to plan this out. You need a tent, you need lawn chairs, because you need a camelback, because you only go to your campsite, like you're in the festival and you're there all day. You don't even go back until the nighttime. And then, so you need the water, you need whatever you need. They don't have showers there, so don't bring any shampoo or anything. I didn't. The little shakedown street area where like all the tents and stuff are, that was the place to be at. That's where all stuff was rocking. Everybody was trading stuff. Like all the art, there was a bunch of art. Like everybody was cool.
No, Electric Forest is definitely, if you can afford it and if you want to make a 5-hour drive down there, go for it. It is amazing, and it's an amazing experience because you will meet people from all over the place. And for a first time like festival, it would be a really fun time. I mean, it's 4 days, you're out there like, and you know, just with your friends and with a whole new crowd and all the music there. It's a fun time, even if it's your first festival.
When you're going to Lollapalooza, what I suggest is that you take the train down there. That was probably one of my favorite things to do because you're with all your friends, you know, you're all pumped up going there, and then when on the way back, you're telling all the different stories that you guys had to everyone that you see on the train. I also suggest, well, the past 2 years it's rained and it's gotten really muddy, and it's rained like during the festival, so it's all muddy and everything. If it rained at night, then it'd be dry by the time you got there in the morning, but it rains during the festival. And so what you want to do is, one, not wear white. I made that mistake when it rained this year at Lollapalooza, and I had literally all my white clothes on that day, so they all got ruined. My favorite hat got ruined. The shoe thing, I don't know, my shoes, I've worn the same shoes for all 4 festivals and I'm still wearing them right now and they're okay. I just throw them in the wash. So, what else? If it's allowed, bring an empty reusable water bottle, like a big one, so you don't have to buy the plastic water bottles that could break.
Well, I've been going to Lollapalooza since 2010. I've always had a great time there. And this year was the second year that I went with a 3-day pass. The rain, of course, on Saturday was a little bit of a damper, but it was actually really cool because I was one of the first people to get back in, so I got to see Fun front row at the Google Play stage. The Head and the Heart also played a fantastic show. There were a lot of people there waiting for M83 who ended up being really impressed. But one of the worst things that I probably saw, I know people are going to hate me for saying this, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they really weren't on their A game. I was expecting a good show, and they didn't really sound as good as I thought they could have. There's just so many bands that you have the chance to see over the course of the weekend, and it ends up being a pretty solid deal. And also, it's just the whole outdoor festival scenario mixed with realizing that you're in the center of one of the cultural and musical capitals of our country is just an entirely new experience than you would get from going to an arena show.
I feel like if you have enough money to go to Lollapalooza, do it, go for it. At the time, it was like, I didn't spend any of my birthday money, so I'm like, oh yeah, I got like $300 to blow on something I don't care about. But like, I really wanted to go, because my brother's like, yeah, come with me and a couple of my friends will have a good time. So yeah, if you have the money, go for it. But if you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for some scratch, I wouldn't recommend going. I feel like the experience of Lolla is a lot more fun than going to a venue, because a venue you're kind of like enclosed in the space. At Lolla you have a lot more freedom. Like, okay, this band isn't that great. I'm gonna go over there and see what's up with that. Another thing I like about it is the amount of people that go. The amount of people that try to cram into one spot just to see one band that hopefully everyone likes in that crowd is just astonishing to me.
So Lollapalooza this year was amazing, and it was really hot. Okay, I wanted to see Big Gigantic, mainly, and Bass Nectar, even though people said it wasn't worth it, but he's such like a big name. I just wanted to like be able to say that I've seen him. And I like him, so.
Best 3 performances in the last 3 years, of course, was Muse 2011. They put on a fantastic show for the 20th anniversary. Last year, The Head and the Heart and Fun were definitely both 2 of the best performances of the weekend.
Went to Lollapalooza 3 years ago. Best 3 bands I saw would probably have to be MGMT, Phoenix, and Lady Gaga. A lot of people were surprised when I said Lady Gaga, but that was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen live. She knows how to put on an act. The worst act I had to say that I saw would have to be Matt and Kim. Oh my God, that was annoying. Kim wouldn't shut up the entire time.
At Perry's, it was a lot of, honestly, it was just a bunch of people like messed up on like drugs and stuff, so they were just moving around, doing whatever they thought was, like, felt good, I guess. I have no idea, but, and then, so that, I personally like electronic music, so I was there, I would always have a good time there, and everyone else around me would always, you know, they were just moving to whatever was playing, and then you'd go, let's see, the first person that I saw that wasn't like electronic was probably this guy named Aloe Black, who's does that song that's like, I need a dollar, that song. And when I was there, like, it wasn't as packed as at Perry's because, I don't know, it was just a rock concert and everyone wasn't trying to get up, so you had a lot of room to move around and everything, and that was pretty nice. Let's see, then that was the case except for when I was at Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was packed, and I was about halfway back in the crowd, and I could barely move at all, and that wasn't, I mean, it was a good concert. It was probably the best concert I've ever seen.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of anger. Lonely inside and together we cry. I drive on the streets 'cause she's my companion. I walk through her head 'cause she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and she kisses me when well, I'm never worried now that it's alive. Well, I don't ever wanna be like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Well, I don't ever wanna be like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way.
But just being cramped in that kind of area is very uncomfortable.
Well, if you take into account the fact that you're going to see anywhere between 15 and 30 bands, it's really not a lot of money because you end up only paying $15 to get what very well could be a front row show for all these bands.
2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside
Wear shoes for the rain, and because my shoes got ruined, and have a water bottle because I didn't have a water bottle and I was just like drinking everyone else's water, and it was like really annoying, and everybody was like, can you please get your own water? And I was like, sorry. And probably bring a fanny pack because I didn't have a bag and I kept like my money and my phone in someone else's bag, and then that girl ended up going home, and then I was just like, okay, I have no money and no phone, so cool. So probably bring out a fanny pack next year. I had never been before, and everybody like said it was this awesome thing, and I think it definitely has a lot more personality than Lollapalooza, and it's definitely a different crowd. And I liked the music better at Lolla, I guess, but I definitely liked the experience better at North Coast because the things they sell, like the tents they have, like everything, like a bunch of art and like hula hoops, like just like really cool stuff, and there's so much to look at, and there's a lot of interesting people, and there's just always something to look at everywhere you go. And Lolla was just kind of, I don't know, it's more of like a, like, I don't know how to explain it, like a more accepting something of society. Like North Coast is just kind of like weird people, and I thought it was a lot more fun, but I had fun at both, but yeah.
Because I wasn't really planning on going until like the week before it happened. So I was pretty much, the only thing that I was really expecting was the artist that I really wanted to see to be good, which was like Knife Party, which was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to see Excision. Excision was really good, and the other person I wanted to see really bad was Pretty Lights, which was incredible.
I went to Minnesota instead of Pretty Lights on Sunday, but I got dragged out, and I was like, because none of my friends went, I'm like, I'm not going to be the only person. That's who I regret most. I regret most not seeing Minnesota. Boombox was really groovy. It was a fun time. Nobody wanted to leave the set. They just ended, and I was like, oh, let's keep going. Umphreys was amazing. I've never seen Umphreys before, but it was, I mean, I wasn't that close. If you can't see them, it's not that great because you can't see them jam out. And when people are in front of you, you're just like, you don't really care what the show is like, in my perspective.
Matic was amazing. It changed my life. I really liked Atmosphere. I had heard, like, my brother is a fan of him, and I never really listened to his music, but I knew of him. And my friend Steph wanted to see him, so I was there for that, and I really liked him. And Excision's always fun to, like, dance to and stuff. And I unfortunately missed Pretty Lights, so, but they're coming back in November. He's coming back, so I hope to see him.
I don't know, I thought everyone was pretty friendly at North Coast, honestly. I didn't meet too many people that were like really just like not, for some, because when you go to a music festival, you want to be there to have a good time, so I don't understand why some people are like, if you're trying to get through them, they'll like scooch over or they'll like nudge into you and stuff. And like, if you're not there to have a good time or you're just upset that people are moving, then you shouldn't be at a music festival. You should be at a concert where there's like seats, where you get a seat. So I think the atmosphere at North Coast was probably my favorite part. You walk in there and it's just like a really nice environment, and everyone's there to have a good time. Compared to like the outside of the area, which is kind of by University of Chicago. It's like around that area is kind of a not so nice neighborhood, but like the transfer from out there to inside the festival is so huge that you notice it right away. You're just in a completely different environment, and I think that was my favorite part. I'd say it met my expectations. I wasn't really too upset about anything.
North Coast was an experience that I don't want to have again. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go to a festival that I don't sleep at, because after you go home in the city, it's mayhem. It's mayhem.